Is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. We are just about to kick this thing off, but we're just getting everything set up for you guys. If you would, let me know how my audio sounds, make sure it's okay. I had a webinar today and the feedback was horrible at the beginning, ended up turning out okay. But if you could give me some feedback in the chat, that would be great. This is J0E Tr0Yer. I'm not sure why, for some reason, it says that I'm Ben Pate. I am not Ben Pate. I am the J0E Tr0Yer. Cool. All right. Audio sounds good. Fantastic. So we are going to get this thing kicked off in just a second. But before we do, I wanted to give you guys a little tip. I was thinking about this earlier. So how many of you guys have realized that I don't do nighttime webinars? Give me a one if you see that like all the time we do webinars during the day. Give me a one. Yep, lots. Everybody realize that. Can anybody guess why our webinars are always at 2 p.m. Eastern? Let's see. Why do we do daytime webinars? Yeah, don't want to work 24/7. Life's too short. Yeah, so actually, we get way more people on at 8 p.m., and I get a lot of flack for not doing nighttime webinars. So just a little tip for you guys to watch out. I'm going to cut this out of the recording. But if you guys see me doing a nighttime webinar, it means that it is uber important to me. And I'm willing to give up the 2 hours that I'm on the webinar with my family to be with you guys. Okay. And understand, like, that doesn't happen that often. Okay. I work a lot. And so at nighttime, I don't work. So if you see me promoting a webinar, okay, and it's for the nighttime, do yourself a favor and get registered for that, because you guys are going to know that it's super, super important to me. Okay. So I'll cut that out. So starting now, this is where I'll make the cut here real quick. All right, so cool, guys. Tonight we're going to be talking about sales, and we're going to be specifically talking about what I think is the only real sales system that's automated. And nothing is ever completely automated, right? That's just absolutely impossible. What I really mean by that is I think it's the perfect mix and blend of software and tools, as well as some done for you, to ensure that you guys can actually get some really, really good results. So understand, guys, tonight there is going to be an offer to buy something. Okay. But what you guys learn tonight, you guys can go do for yourself. Okay. And many of you guys will, and that's okay. Just understand and trust me when I say that it's going to cost you a lot more money than what you're going to get offered tonight. Okay, so at bare minimum, look at it at face value at that, right? So I've gotten introduced to this a couple of times, but I never pulled the trigger to have these guys come and to hang out with you guys. I could have very easily had them on, but it wasn't until just a couple of weeks back at our mastermind here in West Palm. We had 15 students here. Most of you guys should have got that invite, and I heard nothing but fantastic things about this system from 3 of the attendees at the event. Okay. And it was right then and there that I knew that I owed it to you guys to get this in front of you guys. Listen, there's a million webinars out there from all these webinar jockeys coming up with all these BS ideas and selling you guys hypotheticals. You guys know that as well as I do. Okay. My real job is to find you guys the real world tested shit that actually works, right? To actually weed through that BS for you guys and try to bring you guys the best of the best. And tonight is no different. And that's why we're having it at night. Okay. So trust me when I say I've gotten pretty damn good at sifting through the shit. And this tonight is going to be really, really good. So with that being said, let's go ahead and bring you guys on. You guys are in for a treat. Let's do this thing. So we have with us none other than the Brian Anderson, the Sid Michael, and Mr. Mark Helton.
AKA Buckskin Mark Helton. What's happening, man? Active, busy day today. My name's Sid Michael. I appreciate you letting everybody get on and get involved with us today. Just a minute, we're gonna make sure everything's working just right. We'll get Brian on board and Mark on board. Just let me know when you're ready. Um, we've got something to show you that we've had countless number of money generating testimonials. A lot of people seem to get it. It's simple. It's actually simple stupid in so many ways, but it makes sense. And when you see what we've got and what we've put together and the culture we've got here, it's all going to make that much more sense. And honestly, there's only one way to ever fail, and guess what that is? Give me some responses. I want you to guess what that would be. That's right. You got to quit. Only way you can ever fail is if you quit. If you get it set in your mind that you're not a quitter, I guarantee you to never fail. All right. Hey, is Mark Helton on with us or Brian?
We're here, Sid.
Awesome, man. I'm excited, man. I haven't done nighttime webinars in a while.
You've done,
I don't.
2 this year.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, Kramer's not too upset. He's still laying here close to me, and I think we're gonna power through it. I hope everybody's excited as I am.
Well, listen, Joe and Ben, thank you guys for having us. And Mark, we'll bring Mark on in just a second. He's here. Sid and I we're gonna get this thing started. We will welcome some old and new friends, and we appreciate you all taking your time with Joe. With your permission, we're gonna get started, man, and use everybody's time as wisely as we can.
Definitely. Guys, get out some paper, take some notes. Trust me, I'm going to be here doing the same. I'm going to be investing today just like the rest of you. And I got some cool shit lined up for you guys at the end too. So let's get this thing kicked off, guys.
It's so weird hearing Ben Pate's voice change.
I love it. All right. So we're talking about seven-figure action plans, success plans, right? We're talking about changing what you're doing. If it's not working, stick around. How to increase your revenue over 20K a month, right? So if you're at 10, how to get to 30 or even more, all in 1 month. And we're going to show you, tell you, and show you some more. So let's get started. So the real big question that we need to ask, and you guys need to always be asking yourself when you're looking and you're considering stuff, right now, are you making what you know you're worth every month? And I know that sounds like a loaded question, right? But truly, are you making what you're worth every single month? Have you hit your goal, or at least your minimum goal, to be satisfied you're doing enough? Yeah, Charles, absolutely. And others right now, no. There's never a minimum in my mind, but you know it and I know it. If you got 2, 3, 4, 5, even 10 clients, you haven't really hit your stride yet. Not yet. So many of you are saying, I understand. What do you think is really holding you back? I won't read your names out. Go ahead and answer. I'll read some of your comments out, but go ahead and answer. What's holding you back right now? Be open. System, time management, confidence, selling from a distance. I like that. Finding clients, chasing sticks, Edgar. I don't like clients. That's an interesting one. Too much to do. Lack of system. Right attitude. Prospecting. Fulfillment. Etc. Brenda, I love it. Let's see. So this is what's holding you back, right? All these different things. So a lack of a system seems to dominate the answers. Lack of a sales and prospecting system. And I will admit that's, if we polled 10,000 local marketers, that's probably going to be virtually every single person. So I think it's fair to say, is your current business model simply not working? And based on your answers, if you're not achieving your goals, which most of you said you're not, right, and you don't have a system in place, I'd say your model's broke. It's not working, and you're not getting anywhere right now. No blueprint. Yep. Demanding low-fee clients, finding clients. Yeah, I'm reading it. You're not getting anywhere, right? This is the best one I've seen in a long time. The business runs me. I don't run the business. That pretty much sums it up. So
Hey,
if your current model
Hey, Brian, real quick. Guys, can you guys all see Brian's screen? I got a couple people in the chat saying that they can't. I just want to make sure that you guys can. So yes, 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 yes. Okay, so it seems like everybody can see it. If you can't, if you're one of the few, just sign off and sign right back on. Sorry about that, Brian. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Julie, yeah, I see you. Go ahead and sign off. Joe's right. It'll fix it 99% of the time. It's usually GoToWebinar. So if your business isn't working, your model isn't working, you got to decide to fix it. You got to do it. You have to do it. Think about how much money you're putting into your bank account right now, each and every month. So I don't care what it is. Go ahead, you can put some numbers, 0, all right, 1,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,500. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're putting in, all of you, 1,300, 2,000, right? Now we need to 10x that number. So the 1,300 is 13,000, 12,000, you're talking 100K. 1,500 is 15,000. Paul, 20,000. Steve, at 10,000 becomes 100, right? It's critical. You have to find a way to scale. And if you can't scale, you're going to fail. You're going to hit overload, overwhelm, and you're going to get frustrated, and you will break down. And much of what Joe and Ben teach is about scaling and systems and automation. I think we all know that. Now they do it all on the back end, from lead gen to PPC to other systems and strategies, from the website software system, the launch, everything about their business is designed to scale. And that's what you have to do. You have to be able to do it to be successful. So right now, what would you be willing to invest today, tonight, to get there now with 0 fulfillment? To shortcut from 1,200 to 12,000, to shortcut to 15,000 to 20,000, etc., right? Yeah, and Sophia, if you're at 0, you need a serious kick. If you're at 0, right, you guys need a kick in the pants on the front end. I don't care how automated your back end business is, but you don't have a client, you don't have a business. So we got a promise right now, and this is going to be throughout the call. If you can give me, Mark, and Sid your undivided attention, if you're ready to take action today, 3 biggest challenges. Ready? This is what they are. Not enough qualified prospects. That goes to Sophia's point. She said scaling is good, but what if you're at 0? That means you don't have enough prospects. You don't have enough in the top end of the funnel. Fair enough. Lack of credibility and confidence. You go in and you go to sell something and they go, give me a reference. Show me a proof. Give me a name I can call. Show me results, samples, all the kind of stuff they want, right? Unable to identify and solve a bleeding neck, and I'm going to talk about that more in a few minutes. So these are the 3 challenges that everybody faces, everybody that is truly stuck on go. So not enough prospects, lack of credibility and confidence, and unable to identify and solve a bleeding neck, and we'll get into that. So we're going to solve all these. We're going to show you how to discover the businesses that need and want what you actually have to sell. The exact blueprint we use, that's Mark, Sid, and myself, to land multiple high-paying clients a day. That's every day. It's a $5.5 billion business. That's 5.5 billion, right? And this somebody just asked a second ago, guys. Mark Caroline. Mark said define 0 fulfillment. We're going to show you, Mark, how to succeed with 0 fulfillment. All right. This is what we're going to do. We've got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to get started right now. So I'm going to bring everybody on right now. I'm at the top right. I don't know if I'm an online marketing maven, but I appreciate that, whoever made this slide. And I actually, you can know that I did not make these slides because the colors are coordinated, and I'm not an aesthetics graphics guy. I'm on the top right. I've been in internet marketing since the beginning, since Ravix termed BBSs in the early 80s, since CompuServe, Prodigy, and AOL. I launched an info product in 1994. That actually paid my way through Notre Dame. I did an MBA in business. I then went into software. I then started my own local agency. I sold my agency in 2009, and I've been doing a combination of products and a new agency since 2009. That's kind of my background. I want to introduce a good friend of mine and my business partner, Mark Helton. Mark, are you on the line?
Yeah, Brian, I'm here.
Awesome, buddy. Will you share a little bit about yourself, please? Pretty cool.
Well, I think the proof is in the pudding, and I know here in the next couple of minutes everybody will get a chance to find out what I'm all about. I'm all about automating prospecting methods and systems. So I'd like to just let my training do the talking in just a few minutes, if you don't mind, Brian.
I understand. All right. Well, I'm going to let the man of mystery, Mark, here, who has an amazing background, and he's going to tell you about it, I imagine, in a little bit, and we'll get into that. And we also have Sid Michael, who you heard at the beginning of the call. Sid, are you still there? I bet he muted. I suspect he muted. That's okay. So Sid and I are partners. Sid has a sales background, 20-plus years, face-to-face sales, and that is usually where most marketers break down, is on the sales side. And in Mark's background, most marketers break down because they don't fill enough prospects in the funnel. So between a lack of a funnel and an inability to sell is why most people are stuck at 0, 1, 2, and very small amount of money. And this is the challenge that you're facing and what you have to overcome. So when we talk about why you should listen to us, this is it. We're experienced. I think together we have like 55, 60 years, which really makes me feel old. The system we're doing actually works. We've been using it ourselves for a while. Mark's been using it for years. I've been using it for like 18 months. There's 200 plus students of ours that are using it every day. 230 or 40, I think. So it's not saturated. It's global. For those of you that are saying, hey, I don't live in the U.S., that's okay. So I know a lot of things are U.S. specific or North America specific with Canada. This is not one of those. Our system and strategy will work no matter where you are, whether you're in Spain, whether you're in Israel, Australia, New Zealand. I see China. We've got people all over the board here tonight, and I want you to know that this will work wherever you are. Singapore, yes. So it actually started with my birthday. That's me on the top right. In the red, I think I might be a Bud Light can, but it's me in the Steve Miller shirt, and that's a bus full of people that we were taking to the Journey. Good gosh, who was it? It was Journey and somebody. Journey and Def Leppard or Journey and Steve Miller. I can't remember now. I really am getting old. We were taking them to a concert because we had just completed a 3-day workshop where we knocked it out of the park. We did one in Atlanta, which is the picture you see, and then we did another one last fall in Phoenix in October. So we actually did them with real people, the ones you see right there, from young to old, from 23 to 70. Elaine was celebrating her birthday, 70 or 71, at the event, both she and I. So we did these workshops. We had, between the two of them, 47 agency owners. Most of them had very similar to you. Very little experience, very few clients. They sure knew how to fulfill. They didn't want to fulfill, but they knew their way around mobile, search, reputation, websites, PPC, lead gen. They knew all of that. But where these people struggled and broke down was they didn't have enough clients. Some of them didn't have any clients. Some of them were so scared to talk to clients that they freaked out. I'm not even kidding. So at these workshops, we generated over 50 sales at $1,000 a month recurring. I think the first one we did 30 some odd and just under 20 at the second one. So that was live with people that had no experience, no clients, no history with our strategy, with our software, with our system. They just unplugged their devices, got off Facebook, and actually listened for a couple days. They suspended their disbelief, and they gave it their all, and they really got engaged. And what happened is at the Atlanta event, we did 300 and something thousand of annual revenue, right? I think it was 200 and change in Phoenix. We did it at the local summit last year. Hey, welcome, Brian Rassman. So we celebrated all of them. Last minute, we celebrated my birthday. We got a Greyhound bus, and we took them all to a Journey concert so everybody could get on board and everybody could, sing Don't Stop Believing and get fired up, because that's what we were about. We wanted to have a little bit of fun because we've been working hard. So this worked for Sid, for myself, and it's been working for Mark. It worked for these people on the bus that you just saw. Many of you know some of these people. Patty Rukowski, who else was there? Gene Calenda, Ruben Romero. The list goes on. From 3 continents, I think, showed up in Atlanta. So it's really time for you. If you are struggling, I want you to listen to Mark. I'm going to hand it over to Mark in just a second. I want you to watch what we're doing. You're going to understand. It's not rocket science. You're going to figure it out right away. So I want you to see the software. I want you to see the results. I want you to look at our campaigns, look at what we're doing, and understand why it's different, understand why the zero fulfillment comes into play, and why this will change everything you're doing in your business today. So, Scott, thank you. All right, I'm going to talk on this slide for a second, and then I'm going to invite Mark to come in. We're going to talk about a 3-step lead system, and this is where almost all of you need help, right? It's really easy. We're going to show you how to pull a list of 5,000 businesses. We're going to go wide, right? We're going to get, let's say, 5,000 plus. We're going to put them through an automatic qualifier funnel. And that's critical. Because if you don't do this, what are you going to do with 5,000 names? You only want to talk to the ones that are qualified. And then we're going to show you exactly how to present your offer to 5 qualified decision makers every day. Now, be honest with me. How many of you actually present a formal offer on a monthly basis to 5 qualified decision makers? Let me know if you do, please. Never. I appreciate that. No, no, no. 1 yes. Yep. John say, hey, John Utz. Yep. A few of you guys do. Monthly, 5 a month. I'm talking 5 a day, though, and this is where it gets very different than anything I've ever done. Now, mind you, I sold an agency with 200 plus clients, 260 plus. I had no idea about this approach until Mark taught me. And you know what I was doing? I was going to networking groups, handing out cards. I just happened to be before most of the rush hit, and it was easy for me. It was like shooting, apples in a barrel, all the little expressions. It was pretty easy, but it doesn't work that way anymore. The model is different. You can't sell the way you did in 2005. It doesn't work. Just like SEO doesn't work. Everything has changed. It changes all the time. So let's talk about it. Thank you. Fish in a barrel. John Mums, I appreciate that. So the funnel you see right here is so critical to your success. Most of you do not have enough leads is the fundamental problem with your whole business. I'm going to save you ever paying for coaching, paying for any kind of help. You don't have enough leads, so you don't have enough qualified targets and prospects that you can actually sell to. And if you only bump in 3 or 4 conversations a month, your odds of closing enough clients to make a difference in your income, in your lifestyle, is pretty slim. If you're only talking to a few people a month, it won't happen. Mathematics, it will not happen. We're here to change all that right now tonight. Hey, Chad, welcome from Hawaii. I see you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, I moved it. I can control the slides for you, or you can take control and pop that slide up to you.
Yeah, just go ahead and hand over presentations to me, and I'll move over.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna pass it over to Mark Helton. Some of you know him, some of you don't, and I'm gonna honor his request and let the slides and his training do the talking. I'm not gonna spoil it and tell you anything about him. But suffice to say, I've been doing this a long time, and Mark Helton knows his stuff, and he knows his client getting stuff unlike almost anybody else out there. And I want you to listen and do your best, pay attention to Mark, watch what he's doing, watch the system, watch the campaigns, and the light bulb will more than likely go off for you just like it did for me. So, all right, Mark, I'm dying to see this. Let's do it, buddy.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, first of all, I just want to say thanks for that introduction, and also thanks to Joe and Ben for having us here today. Guys, I'm really excited to give you this information because, one of the things that I like to pride myself on is doing what I say to do. There's nothing more frustrating than having somebody, be a hypocrite and tell you, hey, go out and do these things, but then, you check in on them later and they're telling you to do something else and they never even did what they told you to do the first time. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Well, the one thing that is really awesome about us, whether it's Brian, Sid, myself, Joe, Ben, you come out to our operation, you're always going to be seeing us doing what we say we do, okay? So what we're talking about today, this 3-step lead system, I wanted to make something really simple, drop dead simple, so easy that anybody can pick it up no matter how new they are and get a customer. The reason why we do things that way is because here in our office, we bring on a lot of new people that have no real experience and teach them how to sell. And you know, having a system like this that's really simple for them to process makes our job easier too. So this is that three-step system. You know, grab a list of businesses, 5,000 businesses or more. The more, the better, but at least 5,000. Put them through a system, some sort of way to automatically qualify them. So that way they sort themselves out, and you find your prospects, the ones that are more qualified, that have the ability to purchase what you have to offer, and then present that offer to them. And I'm talking about 5 people a day. And I saw when Brian put this up that, you know, a lot of people were just like, wow, 5? If I could get 5 people on the phone to talk to me every single day, my whole life would change. And that's what this is about. You know, we require it here in our office for our sales reps to talk to 5 people a day. And I'm going to show you how you will have the ability to talk to 5 people a day. So here is the automated system. Now what you're looking at here is an actual, this is a video of the system in play, and I'm just going to explain what we're doing here. So we're grabbing a list through a lead tool that we put together that allows you to literally pull those thousands and thousands of leads really quickly. So I'm just grabbing a list here from 3 different cities, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Dallas, of roofers, and you can see the list is just growing and growing. The point is we want to try to get as much as we can. Now once we got that list, we're just going to go ahead and export it right into a CSV file so we can put it through our automated qualifying system, okay? Now what we use is this system here. It's a voice broadcast tool that allows us literally to contact these people very quickly. So I'm filling out a form here that is going to allow us to tell the people that we're calling, you know, a little bit about our company right when the call comes through, so they know who we're calling, our phone number on the caller ID, the name of our company on the caller ID. But once it's all set up, it's really simple for you to actually get going. All you have to do is load up a couple of messages. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the messages here in just a second, but we load up 2 different messages. The first message is the broadcast message, and the broadcast message is what people hear when they answer the phone live. Now this message, they get an ability to interact with it. They can literally press a button on their phone and be connected right over to you. Now the second message is a voicemail. It's an automated voicemail message, and the voicemails are dropped automatically when somebody doesn't pick up the phone. So if it goes to answer machine, our system detects that it's an answer machine and drops that, okay? So once I've loaded the voicemail and the broadcast message, I'm just going to go ahead and select those there for the campaign. And then the last thing is I'm just going to take that list that I just created, and I'm going to load it right up here into the system. And you can see it's just select the file that's on my system, and then go ahead and click on the upload button here, and that's it. Literally, you know, with a couple of clicks, I have uploaded 1,000 leads into my system, and I have the ability to, you know, start blasting away these messages, okay? Now I'm going to give you some more details on those messages in a second, but take a look at this. You've got the, you know, the system running, and I'm just going to go ahead and fire it up here. You can actually see how this actually goes. And when the calls start coming off, let me open up this screen here. After we start it up, you're going to see how fast these calls actually start to go through. I mean, literally what we're doing is we're broadcasting up to 10,000 calls every hour. So if you have a large list of people that you want to reach, this is the fastest way to do it. So you can see here everybody that's answering as they're answering. Then you can see the ones that are actually detected as answer machines, which you notice there, the rate is like 40%, you know, on average, answer machine messages. Those are messages that, you know, our system is now sending out. So 70 people answered, 40 of them are going right to voicemail, which means we're dropping a message right on that message, okay? So that is how fast that goes. Like I said, 10,000 calls every hour. And take a look at the, you know, the results here. I mean, we just blasted 224 people with our marketing message literally within a minute here, okay? So 43 messages left. So the system, as you can see, it's really powerful, but take a look at some of these results that we've had. I mean, here's a campaign that we ran, looks like, let's see here, let's find another campaign. This campaign here we ran, we called 8,300 people. We ended up dropping 2,300 messages. We got 32 leads off of that campaign. But take a look at how many actual calls that we ended up getting. And we receive a ton of calls in here in our office from these people. This is how we get our phones ringing. Just from that one 2,300 campaign, we received 450 calls into the office. Now, these are hot leads, hot inbound leads from people that are calling back because they received a message from us, or they pressed the button on their phone because they wanted to talk to us about what we were offering to them. Okay, so these aren't just your average, ordinary kind of leads. These are really hot, interested leads. All right, so let me go ahead and move on here to the next slide here. Now, let me stress this. Okay, when I say hot, interested leads, there are three things that we're looking for. The first thing is time. The second thing is interest, and the last is the ability. And when I say time, interest, and ability, I mean the people are calling back because they have the time to talk to us at that moment. We're not barging in with a cold call and trying to ask them to talk to us. They are actually indicating they have the time because they've received a message from us. They're picking up the phone and calling us back. The next thing is the interest. They have an interest in what we have to offer because the message that we've left is leaving a little bit of a blurb about what it is. And then the last is the ability. They're the decision maker because we're targeting them as such. Okay, so here is our secret prospecting sauce. Okay, the first thing is we have the broadcast message I was just telling you about. We call this the 40-second is it live broadcast. Now you need to keep it around 40 seconds because you don't want it to go too long and then you're just going to lose them. They're just going to hang up. But the is it live broadcast, the reason why it's so amazing is because the people that hear it in the beginning, they think that it's live. They think that they're talking to a person, and we create the message in such a way to where we have planned pauses and that sort of thing in the message to where they'll even answer back. And by the time they realize that you're not a human, well, they're already interested and hooked in your offer, and they're going to press a button so that way that can actually be transferred right over to you. So that's the first thing. The second thing is our potentially personal voicemail, and that's a 25-second message. And now the reason why we call it a potentially personal voicemail is because the person who gets it thinks that it's personal. It sounds personalized. We didn't say their name in the message, but they get the point that it was made just for them because of the type of message that we sent. All right? So the message is really important to be able to get the quality of response that you're looking for. Okay? So literally what we're looking at here is, to qualify these people with our ultimate qualifiers after we've, got them to call us back so we can get increased conversions and literally double the amount of money that we would be able to make. So really quick, who would like to know the exact qualifiers that we use that will help us to double our revenue on a call? I already got people saying, yes, I would. I would love to know those ultimate qualifiers. These are the best qualifiers that you can use. I promise you this, if you just take this one thing that you're learning today and implement this in your business tomorrow when you start prospecting, because everybody I know here is going to be so excited after this webinar to get out there and start prospecting, you're going to go out there and kill it, okay? You do this one thing, you're going to start seeing drastic improvements in your conversions. Your numbers are going to go up a lot, okay? So the first thing is, are you the person who makes the final decision? Okay, everyone knows you've probably been there before. Who's probably done this? Go ahead and say if you've done it. You forgot to ask if the person you were talking to was the person who makes the final decision. That seems really simple, but if you don't ask that one question, you can go on and on throughout your entire presentation and find out that you're actually speaking to, the cousin of the owner, and he's just, got this complex. He wants to feel like he's important, right? You know what I'm talking about, okay? The next one is, what is your average ticket per customer? Now, we ask this question because we want to get an idea of how our system is going to be able to benefit them in a few moments once we actually get into the presentation. So we're going to ask them what their average ticket is so we can get an idea of how much money they can make. Next thing is, what's their average profit on that ticket? So if I have a $5,000 ticket and my profit's 50%, I'm making $2,500 for every single job I do or every single customer I have. Right? These are the types of things you want to know. You don't want to work with people unless they're qualified to the point to where they're making a good chunk of change on what it is that they do. If they don't make a lot of money, then you're going to have a lot of time selling them a product or service that's going to cost them a lot of money. Okay, and we all don't work for peanuts. Next, this one's a really important one. How many more customers can you handle next week? So once I start working with you, right, this is the reason why I'm asking this question, how many more customers could you handle next week? I ask that because, first of all, I want to make sure that they can take on more customers, because if they can't, well then when I ask them to sign up, they're going to say no because I don't need any more customers, right? The other reason why I ask this question is because I actually want their greed juices to start to flow. And I want them to answer. And they say, oh, I could take on as many as you can send me. Really? Could you? Could you take on 10? Because I talked to a lot of people that said that, and that doesn't always turn out that way. You sure? You know, play with that a little bit. But those are the types of questions that I ask to get my prospects really excited. Okay? Now here is the one that everyone, when I put this up there, they get nervous. Like they start to slouch down in their seat. And I don't know why people are afraid to ask this, because that's the reason why we're in this business, to make money. If I showed you a 3 or 4 times return on your investment, could you make a $2,000 investment in your business right now? Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you get around to it, not after you talk to your partner, not after you do, you know, whatever, and make me send you 3 references and dance on one foot. I'm saying if I showed you a 3 or 4 times return on your investment, a potential for that, could you make a $2,000 investment in your business right now? Now, it doesn't matter what you charge. If it's $2,000, $10,000, whatever it is, just make sure you throw that number there, okay? The reason why is because you're going to have the ability to ask for the money soon, and you already know the person that you're talking to will be willing to make the investment. Now, sometimes they'll say, oh, I mean, I can't commit to that. Well, yeah, no, I'm not asking you to commit to that without me committing to something first. If I showed you this, all I'm asking is that you be willing. And I say, yeah, okay, great. Then we move on. So did that help you guys? And I should have left that up for one more second to give everybody the ability to print screen. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be nice. Go ahead and click the print screen button on your keyboard and grab that. Okay, because this is going to help you tomorrow when you start prospecting to businesses and you ask these questions so you could start landing big, fat, juicy clients. Okay, so let's go to the next big promise that we had, and that is the $5.5 billion business. Who wants to know about the $5.5 billion business? I want to see if anybody can guess what it is. You can go ahead and start throwing some stuff in there. First of all, and I hear Brian, so I'm gonna ask Brian here in a second, because you know we're gonna see if we can stump Brian. First of all, the first hint about this $5.5 billion business is already there's a bunch of successful online marketers like Brian, myself, Joe, lots of guys, Ben, a lot of guys that are already in their business, Sid, using this in their business every single day. To increase their revenue. Brian, you know what it is yet?
I think I know, buddy. I don't see
I know you know.
I don't see the answer on here, and you know what? I think I do near the bottom. Somebody finally hit on it.
We're not going to let anybody answer it just yet because I want to play this game a little more. It's fun. Over half of the B2B Fortune 500 companies are using this in their business right now. So we already talked about online marketers using it. We got business Fortune 500 companies that are using it, B2B Fortune 500 companies. Anybody got it yet? No? Maybe you said one person did.
Yep.
It's possible that somebody might have snuck in the answer to them. Maybe we got a mole. All right, here we go. This is the final hint. This allows small businesses to market and sell like the Fortune 500 companies. We got all kinds of stuff. PPC, AdWords.
It's not lead gen, guys. It's not remarketing. It's not AdWords. It's not direct mail. It's not shit. I appreciate that one. SEO, outsourcing, big data. That's nice, but no, Kyle. Facebook, no. Phone, no. Selling services to local marketers. If that was $5.5 billion, you guys, I would know about it. I promise you, I would know about it. It is not.
Yeah. Nobody's really guessed it. I see one person who did guess it. Is it the name flew by? Andre. Andre got it. Dee got it.
Dee, he or she was first.
Okay.
And, that was the first one.
Let's let the cat out of the bag. It's nothing anybody here has ever seen before. Trust me, this is something completely new. And
well,
Joe and Ben, you guys, I know you know what it is because you're killing it with this every day. Here it is. Are you ready?
Hold on.
Sales and marketing automation. That's it. Sales and marketing automation. So what is it? Well, the technical term is software platforms and technologies designed to remove the manual element from effective marketing using multiple channels like video, email, SMS, voice, etc., and automating your routine tasks. Basically, taking away the mundane things that we do on a daily basis to allow us to be more effective and get lots of customers. Pretty cool, right? So why do businesses need this type of automation? Well, number one, this is my favorite one, to blow away, well, one of my favorites, they're all kind of my favorite, but to blow away your competition. 63% of the companies that are growing faster than their competition use marketing automation tactics or software. The guys that aren't, they're not going to grow faster than their competition. They just can't. You have to have this technology. Number two, close more of your leads. Okay, I mean, the companies that are using marketing automation, they're going to convert 53% more of their leads. These aren't just stats that we're pulling out of the air. These come from reputable sources like Forrester Research. Here's another good one. Reduce your customer acquisition costs. If you use marketing automation, you're going to get almost a 1.5 times better customer acquisition cost. So it's going to be cheaper for you to get a customer. And this one here, we all love fast money. If you love fast money, put a 1 in the chat. I love fast money. How about a faster ROI? 75% of the companies using marketing automation see a return on their investment in just 12 months. A lot of things like SEO, a lot of those other types of long-term strategies, they take forever to see an ROI. But this type of thing, you can plug it in, and literally, depending on the type of company, you can have it even faster than 12 months. So let's talk about where is automation heading. All right, so we're looking at a graph here. 2013 marketing automation software market was approximately $750 million. That was in 2013. By 2014, it went from 750 to 3 billion in sales. 2019, it's projected to surpass 5.5 billion. A lot of people think those numbers are low. The real reason why it's growing so fast is because there's so many tools that are integrating with CRM and that sort of thing that's just causing this to just be pushed forward, okay? So the real question is, why would you want to be in the automation business? Well, how about finally being ahead of your competition for a change? Everybody is out there peddling the same thing. This will allow you to be ahead of them. All right, look at this. Marketing automation will be growing faster than marketing automation will be growing faster than any other CRM segment over the next 3 years. This comes from the University of Dallas. Okay, they did an analysis back in January of this year, and this is from their research. So if you want to be in software as a service industry, you want to be in marketing automation. Now, the big guys, right, the guys like Salesforce, which started this whole thing, they're really concerned about this because, number one, their expenses are ginormous at this point. When you get to be in, Salesforce's size and having the billions in dollars in sales, you get huge expenses. They haven't recorded a profit since 2011. And the tiny startup software companies like ours, soon to be yours, they're swooping up, literally scooping it up and taking it to the bank, their market share. right? Because the ability to come in, the threshold has been lowered. It's so much easier now, okay? Now you can actually be part of this industry and be like these guys, Acton, Marketo, Infusionsoft, Instant Customer, Office Autopilot, all these different people. But look at this pie, $5.5 billion. I got to ask you, how much of that do you want to take? I mean, even if you just took a very small sliver of the pie, which I'm going to take a bigger piece, but even if you just took a small piece, oh my gosh, just imagine what that would do for you. All right, so who would like to see what owning your own sales and marketing automation system is like? Show of hands, put a 2 in the box, something, let me know. Okay, good, lots of 2s. So first of all, every business owner that you talk to needs your help. This is the position you're going to be in, all right? You will have access to the tools that they can use to grab any lists that they want in any industry and any city. Remember that tool that I showed you just a little while ago? That you would be their savior whenever they need customers. They'd be able to use your tool. All right, here's another one. You can actually be their customer relationship manager, your CRM. Now, this is what's really awesome about this. Once you become somebody's CRM, they load their contacts into your system. They're never going to want to leave. What does that mean? That means you're going to have lifelong residual income. People that don't want to leave, all right? Here's another one. You get to integrate their marketing. There's all these different pieces that people have in their businesses, from SEO to video to email, SMS, all these different things. Well, with this, you have the ability with marketing automation to integrate everything, the multi-channel effect. You'll be able to integrate everything, and that includes the video, the email, the SMS, voice marketing, everything into one place. Okay, so take a look at this. This is a piece of the system where you can actually create personalized marketing videos. Okay, so your system would actually allow them to apply a personal touch to a video to make those videos unique to the people that they're sending to them. And I'm talking about like adding their logo, or specific pictures or images, or not images, but videos to the video that is going to make it look like the video was created specifically for that individual. So they could send out hundreds of videos that are all personalized to the people that they're actually sending them to. Then add their own marketing message that's standard, that appears that it was created for these individuals personally. And then their call to action. So these personalized videos would be created for them. And take a look at this. This is what the end result would be. It would be a literal email that's personalized with an image, as you see here, of the video that was just created inside of a video player, right? You can personalize all of the goodies, like putting in their name and all that stuff right into the email. But look at these stats. I'm a big numbers guy. If you add video into your broadcast emails, you can increase your click-throughs by as much as 96%. Meaning, if somebody knows, if you have a video like you see here, especially when you add the image into the video, you're going to get 96% more people click through to the website to watch that video. If you just put the word video inside your subject line, that increases your open rates by 20%. And 51% increases in conversions when videos used in email marketing campaigns. I mean, if you want to get more customers, you got to use video in your emails, bottom line. And this is something that you're going to be able to offer as part of your marketing automation to your customers. Here's another one, and this one's huge. Okay, everybody's got the Constant Contacts, the AWebers, GetResponse, all these different email platforms out there. Okay, your customers will be able to send unlimited autoresponder email campaigns, not the plain Jane emails, just text. We're talking about emails with those fancy templates like you see here on the screen. This is an actual screenshot of inside the software. You have the ability to choose your images and all these cool templates right here. So what does this mean? What does this mean? It means even more reasons that you're never going to lose a customer. They're your CRM, you're their email, you're their video, you're everything for them. All these things add up. Here's another cool one. Your customers are going to get warm follow-up notices. So whenever an email is sent from your system, whenever they get a video from your system, they're going to be notified when that email is opened up, and they're going to get a text message on their cell phone or an email in their inbox saying, hey, somebody's looking at your stuff right now. That way they can track all of the responses they're getting, and then when the calls come in and they can see the prospects' calls coming in, they're going to know that you're helping them get more customers. All this right here inside the system. Okay, that's just a small snippet of what you have as this total marketing automation system. You literally will have the ability to give them a fully customized contact lead management system. That's the CRM, and also a lead dialing system. We have you'll have a fully customizable PBX style phone system, giving you the ability to create all of those phone trees, voicemails, it's just really awesome stuff, so they don't have to go and sign up for an expensive phone system, through Ring Central or something like that. Okay, outbound call management. So you want to dial lots of numbers to your customers, like you saw me do. You could do that. Your customers will be able to power dial through their calls. So if you want to target, and this one's huge for the call center industry, you want to target big companies that have tons of employees that are going to pay you thousands of dollars a month to use your system. You have the system that they would normally have to pay upwards of $150 per user per month to be able to send emails, make phone calls, on a power dial level, or up to 4 numbers at once on a predictive level. So it's very, very powerful. Call recording and tracking. All the calls that are inbound into the system will be recorded. All the outbound calls will be recorded. Automated inbound data collection. So whenever an SMS message comes in, you have the ability to grab additional contact information from a customer, and same thing on an inbound call. Somebody calls in, you can get their customer's name and the email and their address and all sorts of other information via these automated marketing messages through our SMS marketing. Speaking of SMS marketing, you even have the ability to send out broadcast messages and set up autoresponder messages for SMS. And one of my favorites is the email marketing system. You got a chance to see the templates, but you'll have the ability to set your customer up to be able to send out unlimited emails, bypassing all of those normal limits that they would be stuck with, where maybe your host says you can only send 500 emails a day, like Gmail, for example. You can load multiple accounts into the system and rotate them and send unlimited emails. So it's a very, very powerful system that you're going to have access to, that your customers are going to be having access to. But if you're like me, if you're like Brian, if you're like Sid, everyone else on this call, you're probably thinking the same thing. This is great, but show me the money. And I really thought she'd never ask. So let's go ahead and calculate some numbers here, all right? If you take 1,000 prospects, this is what we normally do and what we teach our customers do on a daily basis, and you run them through the system, you're going to get a 25% open rate. That's the standard, okay? So that leaves you with about 250 interested prospects. When I say interested, I don't mean they're calling you up and saying, sign me up. I'm saying they were interested enough to open your email and take a look. Now, those 250 people, you run them through one of these automated conversion funnels like I just showed you, you're going to get about a 15% conversion. Obviously, some people will do better depending on your experience and that sort of thing, but I mean 15%, that's a pretty solid number. So that means 38 hot prospects or hot leads every single month. Now, if you were just to be able to close a small percentage of those, just 25% out of those. I usually close a little higher number, like closer to 40, 50%. But if you just get 25% of those to convert, that's 10 new clients every single month. Now, we usually charge $1,000 for our system, okay? Over the course of 12 months, That's $140,000 in projected revenue. Now, that is just the bare bones minimum. If you are like me, you're going to do what? Because you can very easily do it with this type of a system. You're going to scale it, right? So that number can go as far as you want it to go. Just add more lists, add more leads, and let it take you there. Okay, now I don't expect you to just take my word for it, even though, you know, I've been around this game for a while, and I mean, I bring a lot of trial and error and credibility to it, I think. Take a look at some of the people that we've worked with. Jackie, here's a deal for her, $1,000. Reggie, $1,000. These are real numbers. Talani, $1,000. On top of that, here's what some of our members had to say. Brian, some of the members that are inside of our group, Dominic Centelli.
Sentinelli, but yep.
Sentinelli, sorry.
Dominic was so fired up. Is that Sid? Sid, did I cut you off? I'm sorry. No, it wasn't. I thought I heard him. He's been running his own local agency for 12 years. This blew him away. You can read what he had to say. It got so bad, he had to turn the system off. And then you got Jesse here, knocked down a $1,000 a month deal. This is in the lead gen niche for Jesse. I know a lot of you that work with Joe and Ben are also in lead gen. You can knock lead gen deals down with this system, you know, by the dozen every single day. What else?
Jesse was just in our office. He was in here today for the past 2 days. Yeah, and he's really fired up to hit the insurance niche here. So pretty excited about that.
So we got Jay Lane in the Midwest. Good guy. This guy knocked down 20 or 30 deals in his first 60 days. Lots of contractors for Jay specifically. Very good guy, very helpful, good share. We got Jan. Dr. Jan is a veterinarian, actually retired in Colorado. Knocked another deal down. This is a friend of Sid's, actually. This customer, Steve Gwynn or Steve Webb, knocked down a $2,000 upfront fee and then a $100 per referral lead gen deal. He had 6 conversations. He closed 2 deals. And then Steve Johnson, he's been tearing it up. He's been tearing it up, I think, since November. He's averaging 10-plus deals each and every month. Each and every month. Stacy White was a total newbie. She knocked down 2 paying clients her first couple days.
You know, now those numbers are amazing, right, Brian? I mean, that's why we come to work every day.
Dude, it's sick. I mean, I love seeing somebody that has that doubt, that lack of confidence, and then all of a sudden there was a lady, I don't remember her name, it was Donna or something, and she posted, Mark, you'll remember in the group, oh my God, I have 89 people trying to reach out to me about my offer. And she was blown away. Like, she literally didn't know what to do. And we helped her tone it down a little bit, but still, I mean, blew her away.
That's the point of this. I mean, like Brian was saying, I mean, we come here every day to do what we do to help you, to make you successful. And you're going to see why in a minute, because it helps us as well. We're in this together. This is a true opportunity for us to partner. All right, so now you know that this works. I got to ask you, how much of this piece of, or how big of a piece of this pie are you going to take? Put it in there. I want to see what piece of this pie is yours. How much are you going to take away from Infusionsoft, HubSpot, Marketo, Office Autopilot, Optify? How much?
I love it. Luke said he's going to take $400,000 a month. That's my kind of guy.
That's right.
Luke,
That's right.
I like it.
Those are the numbers that I want you guys, and I want you to be greedy, because you know what? You deserve to be successful in your business. So I want to introduce to you, with so much anticipation, so much excitement, the Wiz sales system, and I want to give you an opportunity today to partner with us in our white label reseller program and allow you to really take your business to the next level. All right, so here's what you're going to get today. Obviously, you saw the total white label solution. That's going to give you the ability to have your own business lead finder, your personalized video email system, your own sales and marketing automation software as a service that you can position and sell however you want to businesses that need your help. And that's any kind of business, no matter what, whether they're retail or business to business, lawyers, doctors, you name it, they can all use it. Next, all of this is going to be your own. All right. So some people probably on this call or this webinar saying, well, yeah, that sounds great, but I'm not sure how I can sell something like this. Well, that's good. We thought about that. We've actually created 2 unique sales presentations that you're going to be able to use. The first one is the retail method, and this is for people who like to go out after those retail type businesses. Anybody that's done credit card processing, you know what I'm talking about. These are your restaurants, your flower shops, your dry cleaners. Who am I missing? Gosh, there's a ton of them. Your auto repair facilities, any type of business, optometrists, mechanics, yes, any type of business that would be more of a retail type business, brick and mortar type, right? We're going to give you 2 different types of presentations. This retail method is going to be the white label media kit. Okay, this is that thing that you see over here on the right-hand side that gives lots of great numbers and statistics that are going to help take that customer and convert them. We're going to give SMS-focused presentation. Now you can sit down here in the right side. It's on a tablet, but something you go in with the tablet and use it. It's all online based. You can do it on your computer. It scales to fit no matter what size computer you're on. And also we give you the script. Now the next one is for the B2B people, people that want to work with businesses that are working with other businesses. That's the people that we love to work with here in our office. So again, these are going to be people like marketing consultants, business consultants, web designers, graphic designers, people that sell promotional items to businesses, credit card processing companies, any of the types of businesses that I just listed, or anybody else that would, market to other businesses. So you're going to get the same, it's actually specified for the B2B, but you get this white label media kit. You're going to get another presentation that's more focused towards video email. You're going to get a presentation as well, so you can follow along so you know exactly what to say, okay? Now, both of those presentations are completely done for you, so you don't have to do anything except for just follow them. Now, for those of you that don't have lots of time, maybe you're working a job and you're trying to just kick off your business and you need something that is going to allow you to have the the complete business model that you need in order to grow, to scale out of your job, okay? We've actually created the automated system that closes deals while you sleep. And why we say that is because you're going to be using email to do the talking. Email works really well. So we created a 7-piece cold email sequence. So you can send it to somebody completely cold, and it warms them up over a 7-piece email sequence, okay? And then on top of that, we're going to give you the 7-minute sizzle video. So once they've gone through the cold email sequence, they can, or even during that email sequence, they can go to this video that sells the whole system for them. It shows them the inside of the system and gives them all the hot buttons that they need, or pushes all the hot buttons that they need pushed in order to make that decision. We're going to give you a proven sales page that we use here in our office to send out to customers when they say, show me some more information. And all of that is included. So you don't have to go out and just talk to customers. You can just send them out the emails, okay? Now, in order to scale your business, it really is advised to bring on affiliates, bring on representatives, recruit salespeople, all of those things. But what I've seen is a lot of people are scared to scale because they're not exactly sure how they can track all of that. Well, inside the back end of the system, you actually have an affiliate management system that allows you to add affiliates and then track all of the sales that they send you. So if you go into LinkedIn, contact a group owner who has 50,000 members and said, hey, I would love to have you be an affiliate for our system, give them a split, let them mail that out to their customers, and voila, let the sales start rolling in. When those sales come in, you'll have a report you can print out, show them how much sales they had, and allow them to earn and pay them their commission. It's all tracked right there within the system. So that allows you to scale your business, not just deep and wide, okay? Now, if you're scared of the scale or not sure exactly how to go after affiliates or hire sales reps, we actually have an entire team here, which is growing by the minute. We just hired 2 more people today here in our Las Vegas office that are going to be working with you to help you scale your business. So I'd like to introduce you to Melissa. Okay, Melissa is working to help you train your sales staff. She has 2-day sales orientations that are done every other week on a Monday and a Tuesday, and these are live where we literally take you through. And actually, she does one day and I do the second day, but we literally take you and your sales reps through the entire system and teach you all the marketing basics that you need, the product knowledge you need within those 2 sessions to go out and hit the ground running. Okay. We also have a comprehensive sales training manual, so you can give that to your new hires and literally help them get up to speed. This is stuff that you would expect, or a salesperson would expect when they come to work for you. So you have this stuff already done for you, and you have our team training them. So you can go out and just keep on doing what you're doing. Bring people into the system and let us train them and let us help cultivate them and turn your sales reps into machines. Okay. And all of this is done in a live interactive classroom setting, so they can ask questions, all of that. Now, the great thing about this is it's completely white label, so they don't know about us. They think we're your back office. They think we are your company. Okay. Next is our advanced in-depth product training. Now, this is something that's done in addition to the sales training, because the more you know about the product, the better. Okay, so every other week, this is Andy Alipio. He is our superstar with the system, and he holds bi-weekly workshops Monday through Friday, where he goes into how to use the software. He talks about marketing techniques. So we don't just say, hey, click this button and do this, and click that button and it'll do that. We literally go into different ways to use the software, and we teach your customers even how to use the software, so that way they can get the most out of it. Okay, we do that again every other week, 5 times a week. Now, we also just added an additional thing. I got ahead of myself here, but we added an additional thing which is called office hours, which is done every day, Monday through Friday, for a full hour at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Every day we have a whole hour where you can come, or your customers can come, and literally just ask all the questions that they need to know in order to be superstars with the system. We don't expect you to train your customers. We are going to do that for you. This is a full system, all right? Live assistance for you and your customers. This is Lena. She is our Army reservist. Right now she's actually away. She comes back next week, and we really miss her. She's active Army Reserve, so she's on her 3-week tour. But Lena's awesome. Oh, I skipped her for some reason there. Let me go back into that. But she handles all of the support. She's our manager in support. She also makes sure that our live chat support team's there for you. We have live phone support. We also have a live white label ticketing system that your customers will be able to open up tickets with. So if you don't worry about support, because we're going to handle all those. In addition to that, we also have a user manual. So if your customer has a question, we can direct them to where in the user manual it'll actually explain to them how to do it technically, along with technical training videos that show them, like, not just tell them, but actually show them over the shoulder how to do it. All right. So that is like all kinds of goodies, right? But I know some people here also, in addition to wanting to go out here and scale their own software as a service business, would like to also scale their own agency. And Brian, myself, and Sid are pros when it comes to that. We also are be providing you with ongoing training on local marketing, PPC, SEO, reputation, pay-per-lead. Sid does Motivation Mondays, where he gets on every Monday and gives you a swift kick where you need it to get you moving. We have Business Strategy Wednesdays, where either one of us or somebody on the team will jump on and do a strategy session for an hour and give you some good ideas on how you can get out there and just kill it in your local business. We also have, and this is really, really powerful, a group Facebook mastermind with the 200 plus members. I think Brian said we're up to 230, 240 members, where they're all there for you to be able to communicate with and literally, pick their brain and ask them what they're doing and what's working and all that good stuff. So I know we just covered a lot. I just want to recap really quickly one more time all the things that you're getting. So you're getting the complete white label software solution. That's with the Business Lead Finder, the video email marketing system, and the sales and marketing automation software as a service. You get the scripts, you get the presentations, all of the things that you need, the white label media kit, all the things you need to get customers. You get our automated selling system with the 7-piece cold email sequence, the 7-minute sizzle video, and a proven sales page that you can use to go out and get customers. You got our top-notch support. We're always here for you with white label support for your own customers. You get sales training every other week with people who know how to make you and your sales reps successful. We do weekly workshops every week teaching you all the things that you need in your business, as well as how to use the system to market and get more customers, as well as the expert local agency development with Brian, Sid, and I. So this is a really powerful system on its own, but in addition to that, we've added a couple of bonuses. Brian, do you want to talk about these bonuses?
Yeah, Mark, thanks. We've got our expert sales hotline where we've got 3 of basically our top sales guys, if you will, our top sales talents available. You can call up on the phone. You'll speak to somebody privately, one-on-one. They'll criticize you. Yeah, they will. They'll critique you. They'll provide some feedback, and they'll help you solve whatever your challenge is. And when needed, they'll help you close your client. It's that good.
Can we just talk about that really quick? Yeah, as you can see, that's a scheduled sales presentation, but it says DFY. That means done for you. So we'll help you close your customers, so you don't have to worry about if you're not good at handling objections.
Yeah, a lot of people have doubts and struggle on that. It's very common, and you're by no means the only one. Instead, you'll have people like Sid, Paul, Todd, other people on our team that are sales guys, if you will. They know it backwards and forward, and they're there to help. And I think that's a difference maker. Now, bonus 2, earlier somebody said, where do I get the list? When you talked about the 5,000 list to fill the funnel, we've got an entire team of what we call virtual list assistants. These are pretty impressive. What happens is they'll actually, like I see Chad from Honolulu here, or from Maui actually. Chad will say, I want a list of insurance agents. And these guys will literally create the list of insurance agents for you, email and phone number. They'll do up to 20,000 records in a month, and they'll load it in your system for you. And the reason this is important is once the data is in a system, you push the easy button, and then you basically turn on everything. And that's when it starts lighting up, and you're able to talk to interested prospects all day long. It starts with the names, though, and not having to do it, not having to worry about a scraping tool and all the other means that some of you have been using before. Very, very important. Mark, I lost your screen, buddy.
We're still here.
There you go. There you go. So you're sold. How do I sign up? I like that slide.
That's my favorite question, and I actually had to put this up here. It took me a second to type that because I saw a lot of people already putting it into the screen. Okay, how do I sign up? I'm sold. You got me. If you're sold and you're ready to sign up, put a 1 in the chat box because I'm going to show you how you can do it right now. All right, we've got a lot of people saying yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how, okay? What we wanted to do is make sure that this system is completely affordable on any budget. No matter where you are in your business, we wanted Wiz to be something that you would be able to afford. Now, before I share the link, there is one very small catch. To ensure the exclusivity in our white label program, there's going to be only 50 spots available for you, okay? And again, we want to make sure that we leave this system very tight and make sure it's powerful for everyone that's in it, okay? But when those spots are gone, they're gone. I mean, this system's really just too powerful, and it wouldn't be fair to our Wiz white label partners if we didn't limit it. So in order to get started today, we have 4 monthly options for you. There's a link right here at the bottom that you can use to get in. It's wizhq.com/web1. If somebody wants to go ahead and throw that into the chat, that would be awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and cover what you're going to see when you go to that link. So we have 4 different options. Option number 1 is our basic option. That gives you access to the voice prospector software. That's the software that you saw that we were using to blast out all those calls, leaving the messages. So if you're just looking for that thing and you just need somebody to help you automate the prospecting part of your business, you can get the basic 5,000 calls, and it will also give you the lead finder, okay? In the Pro, we're going to give you 10,000 calls. We're also going to add in the Hot Prospector software for your own personal use. And this is a very powerful system. So if you're just looking to take your business and scale it, you know, whatever it is that you're selling, and you want to jump into Wiz and you need this software to run it, that is the Pro, okay? Now, if you're looking to be your own software as a service, we are wanting you to partner up with us, and we have actually added the reseller option where you get 20,000 calls. You get all the software that I just mentioned, plus the video prospecting software, the video marketing software, and like I said, you can become a reseller at a 50% split of everything, okay? So you sell it for $1,000, you get paid $500, okay? That option is really powerful. The last option, and this is my favorite, and that is our white label partner. That allows you to not only have all the software, but also white label it as your own, and you get a 75% split off of that, okay? So everything you sell, you get 75%. So your margins are very easy to calculate with something like this. You have the ability to literally scale it to a 7-figure business, and you know exactly what your margins are going to be. So I wanted to, I know we've just thrown in all kinds of value. I wanted to share one more bonus, but I don't know if I should share it now, or what do you think, Brian?
You know what? Let's do it now, Mark, because I want to get into some of the questions, and Ben shared a couple with me, and I'm reading them right here. Why don't you go ahead and do it right now?
All right. I want everyone on here to take action fast. So the first 5 people, and you've got to jump in and then come on right away and let us know that you jumped in so we can give you credit for this. This is going to make it easier for us to know who to look for. But we're going to give you access to our enterprise marketing program for a full month. And literally what we do is we go out and we contact up to 250 leads for you a week. That's done by my team here. This is a $1,000 value that you're going to get. We'll go out, we'll target up to 250 people a week for you. You should get it anywhere from 3 to 8 leads every single day. These are targeted leads based on your industry, your title, and location of what you're looking for. That's for the very first 5 members that join in on a white label program, okay? So the white label, just in case you're wondering, this is the package here, the 20,000 call package that allows you to become a white label reseller. So Brian, go ahead and take it away.
Yep. Will you go back and put the chart, the matrix up for a second, Mark, just so I'm going to talk to that because I see questions around it and I want to make sure it's crystal clear.
Sure.
Let's see, guys, and then we'll take your questions in a minute, but I can net this out. So with our product, we give you a lot of flexibility. It's all based on a proven software system that solves the client getting part that I talked about at the beginning where everybody is struggling, right? You got to solve that. So you could do what you're doing already. You could keep selling lead gen, websites, SEO, reputation, whatever you may be doing. And if you do, we've got our basic and pro version. Now you could do it at the higher levels as well, but the basic and pro are designed for you. So you have a business model and you think what you have is good, you just can't land enough clients. Well, our system will let you do that. So take what you're doing today and we're going to 10x it. We're going to put you on the phone with multiple decision makers each and every day, let you go through your script, and you're going to knock them down. If you live in a town of 5,000 in Iowa, if you live in rural England, if you live on the Gold Coast of Australia, it does not matter. You can do it no matter where you are. Yes, New Zealand as well. And if you say, hey, I love the marketing automation, I love the $5.5 billion industry, I want to sell something different. I need done for you fulfillment where I can step right in and use your team and have no fulfillment woes whatsoever. We've got the options you see on the right. We've got the reseller and the white label option. And the beauty of that is, reseller, you resell under our brand name. White label, you resell under your brand name. Easy enough, right? Let me see.
Yeah, and for those of you that are signed, I see we've already got a few people that joined, and you wanted to make sure you got access to the bonus.
To the bonus, I see it.
Yeah, if you've already joined, please put your name or just say I've already joined, so we can welcome you aboard and also know that you have one of the first 5. And then also stay on the webinar because I'm going to give you some very important instructions and some details on how you can get access to your system right away. So just don't leave just yet. I know you're probably anxious to get in, and I want to make sure that everyone gets help.
Yep, I see a bunch of people that say they joined, so I'm going to have to let you. We'll get to those, you guys. We're going to read them out. I think Paul, yes. You know what, Mark? Let's answer this because I know that if I was them, I would keep asking this question. Do you want to, Paul and Nayland and James, let them know if they're in for the bonus that you put together?
Paul, I can't do that. That would have to be Joe. Or you, I'm sorry, you would have to tell us.
Yeah, all right. I will, Paul, I will check when I let Mark answer the Q&A, but considering you were the fastest person to comment, I have a very strong feeling. Yes. So, guys, 4 options. It's proven. We've done it with 2 live events. We had one guy's mother come to the event. I didn't tell the story. His mother came to the event, and she closed 10 deals. She couldn't spell local marketing. She had no idea what she was doing when she got there. 10 deals.
Wow.
That was lead gen. We have people closing white label deals, 0 fulfillment, no headache, at multiple $1,000s a month. And yes, it does work in any niche. People keep asking me what niche. The beauty of the reseller and white label option is when you're selling marketing automation, it doesn't matter. My brother owns an AC business. He's reasonably successful. He makes a couple $1 million gross sales a year. He has nothing to speak of for automation. So in the winter, he stresses out like you wouldn't believe, trying to keep his team busy so he doesn't have to ever lay anybody off. With marketing automation, somebody in the AC business can mine their customer data using tried and true methods that all of us already know, using email marketing, using scarcity, using all the kind of follow-up and autoresponder stuff we know, right? You could use the system, and he could be setting appointments all winter long for service calls, maybe plumber, any contractor. Yes, virtually any niche. Now, some niches are better than others. Mark, any last comment on niches? I see a bunch of questions around niches.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as niches are concerned, just first off, I want you to know, no matter what niche you are in, this system will help you and help your customer. Okay? Every type of business, small, medium, or large, is and will be using. Some are using it now, but it's not as many as you would think. But they will be using eventually some sort of marketing automation software. So I would think you would want them to be using yours. Whether they're, like I said earlier on, a restaurant or a plumber or, I mean, you name it. Anyone out there that, any kind of business, locksmiths, roofers, business consultant, credit card processing companies. There's so many different types of businesses that you can actually reach out to and market this offer or the system to. Somebody asked, okay, so it'll help you find customers, but will it help generate them leads? Yes, that's what the whole system is all about. You can use the system to generate revenue. That's what the system does. It helps to market. It helps automate their marketing. It helps automate their selling so they can get more revenue. Without a system like this in place, your prospects are literally, just struggling, to try to find new customers. But something like this, it helps them literally just take their business and scale it, and that's what they need. Another powerful thing, which we barely touched on today, is our inbound marketing systems that we've created that allows you to go out to real estate agents or restaurants or anybody that receives a fair amount of inbound calls and automate the gathering of additional client information and automate marketing campaigns to those individuals, literally just allowing the business to scale. We've even got some really powerful stuff coming that will allow those campaigns to be turned viral and allow them to refer their friends and their family to these businesses for a discount or a coupon or something like that. So it's really powerful.
Hey, real quick, if I can interject before you guys answer some more questions, that would be awesome.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey Joe.
Cool. So great job, guys. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you guys giving my folks the opportunity to do the reseller and the white label option as well. I know you guys really haven't done that for anybody else. You know, typically it's that basic and pro. So I appreciate you guys giving them that opportunity too. So guys, basic and pro, you guys should understand with the reseller and white label. Hopefully now you guys understand as well, and the opportunity there as well. I didn't even want to get into that in the emails coming for this webinar. I knew we'd have a packed house the way it was. But last but not least, I want to throw out a couple bonuses of my own. Like I talked about at the beginning of this call, we are going to be investing in the system ourselves as well for our lead gen business, and I'm super stoked to be working with Mark Helton one-on-one and working as a customer of his as well, and really being able to use his stuff. And so we will be investing today, and I want to invest with you guys, and I want to reward those of you guys that jump off the fence. I see a bunch of you guys already jumped in and bought, but I want to do something for you guys that take action and actually do something with this. So the first 5 of you that sign up, right, and you use Wiz to actually get a client, send the support or send us a ticket, put in a support ticket, show us the proof that you got a client, right? Show a picture of the check or the email or whatever. Use the system, land a client, just show us that you did, and I want to pick up your first month of service.
Wow.
Okay? So I want to pick up your first month entirely. Okay, so the first 5 that actually go get a client, I want to pick up the first month of your subscription. All right. So then I want to do one other thing. Okay, I want to see somebody crush the white label. Okay, because I want to see you make that big commission. Okay, so here's what I want to do for the first person that sells a white label. If you go sell a white label to a client, I'll give you $1,000 in cash, cold hard cash, okay, and you'll get an invitation to our next mastermind here in West Palm Beach. So we just had one, 3 weeks ago or so, and it cost $1,000 to come. Okay, I will give you the event for free. Okay, so $1,000 cash plus $1,000 value just for the ticket to come to the mastermind, right? Closed doors, 15 people only, very intimate, all helping each other push our businesses forward. Sound good? Cool. Awesome.
That's awesome. Brian, I think we need to one up him.
I think we can.
I think we can. I'm going to go ahead and speak before Brian gets a chance to and make it even way more obnoxious than it should be. We're going to say for the first 5 people that do exactly what Joe said, that we'll go ahead and credit you for your second month for free.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that's crazy, but for the first 5 people that do what Joe says, come in and land a client, you got to do it fast. You got to do it quick, with a quickness. We'll give you your second month for free.
Hey, could I qualify for that second one? I'm going to have my sales guys in there tomorrow.
You don't qualify, Joe.
Shit.
You gotta,
I'm paying just like everybody else. How can I qualify?
I don't know. We'll leave that to Brian.
Yeah, great. Thanks, buddy. So, no, seriously, Mark, okay, I had a bonus, but it wasn't that. Yours is better than mine, so I'll let yours stand. Pretty amazing. You guys, this works. If all you want to do is totally destroy what you're doing now on the sales side and do sick numbers like you can't even imagine. I don't even usually speak like this. I promise you, the first two options will crush your business. You're doing lead gen, websites, SEO, rep, it doesn't matter. That'll help get you conversations with qualified, interested prospects each and every day. If you want to step into what we're doing in the $5+ billion automation industry, we've got two options for you there. One is a reseller and the other one is a white label. You can join it. You can use our team. You can come out to our office in Vegas. You can come out into Atlanta, meet with Sid and I. We'll meet you in Vegas. We always have people in the office in Vegas. Conveniently, Vegas is a more popular destination. But that being said, it's all about work. We literally are doing this each and every day, just like Joe and Ben are running their PPC and their lead gen businesses each and every day. We've got a team both here in Atlanta and in Las Vegas doing this every day. We have only done this call ourselves, and now with Joe and Ben offering you guys a chance to join us in our reseller program. And I know the scarcity thing gets a bad rap. First of all, it shouldn't. It's one of the most powerful forces in marketing. And I want you guys to use it in your business as you're landing clients, and we can talk about that and we'll teach you how to do it. But I promise you this, we will not take more than 50 people in the white label program. We're committed. We fly people out. We hold free events all the time. We get bus trips to Journey and concerts. We can't do that with 400, 500 people. That's not our goal. Our white label program is very limited. We will allow you to become a reseller if you get locked out of the white label, but we will limit that. And I know that a lot of people always go, oh, yes, you will. And I promise you, we will not. It's not about the money. We have to service the clients that are in at a level that we can kind of put our name on and be proud of. So it's important that you guys understand that and you know that we're serious. We jump on the phone. Today, Mark and I talked to 4 or 5 members together and separately. Sid is always on the phone helping people sell. We're committed.
I set one up during lunch today, Brian. I didn't have time, so I set up during my lunch and turned the guy around. So it was awesome.
No, I love it. Yeah, and Andreas just said, I just got Joe's LB themes and was waiting for them to rank. You can sell Joe and Ben's local business themes like crazy. Option 1 or 2, the first 2 options. You will sell so many of those you won't know what to do with them. And guess what? Our team will build you, even at that level, we'll build you the list. So if you're doing AC repair, they'll build you the list. If you're doing dent removal, mobile mechanic, they'll build you the list. We'll make it easy.
Guys, that part alone, them building the list for you guys, like, guys, go have fun scraping, 20,000 leads. Good luck. And trying to outsource that, trust me, it is a huge pain in the butt. Okay, then to have them to lean on to help you guys close the deals too, and to get feedback on the calls and their support system and the tools and the software to do it, that's why I wanted to bring you guys this offer.
I love it. And out of everybody that we work with, and we all have friends and colleagues and partners on the IM side, Joe and Ben have a software business based on automation and based on scale. This is a natural fit because our whole system is around solving the sales complexity. Between Mark's background in phone-based selling, email-based selling for all 3 of us, and Sid's direct sales background, the only way to be successful in a local agency is to land clients. If you can't do that, what are we here for, right? We're all here to make money. This software will blow you away, and it won't take long. You'll get set up. We'll help you. You can even do a setup call with one of our team. We're very much focused on white glove. We don't want you to just rely on emails and other things. We want you to be working with our team and to be engaged and just kind of immersed in the whole process. But here's what happens. When you're set up and you unleash the beast, so to speak, with the system, you will see that you have 10, 20, 30, 40 people that actually want to talk to you about whatever you're selling. Because when you tweak the message and you follow our strategy and follow the kind of the blueprint that we have, you can even use our message. It generates results. It's proven. Sent millions of times, and it works over and over and over again. Marketing works. We wouldn't be on this webinar together if you didn't, right? At the end of the day, you now have the ability to employ this to land client in a very systematic way. Sid and I first saw it 18 months ago with Mark, who was our friend at the time, and he's talking about and landing client. You watch one ClickBank videos, right, with the millionaire houses and the sports cars. We went out to Vegas and we did this ourselves before we became part of the team. It blew us away. And Sid's got a sales background. I've been doing local marketing since before it was local marketing. I was doing SEO when there was no Google. I promise you, this will blow you away. It did for me. And some of you may say this. I see a few people saying this. I don't want to robo-dial people. Well, guess what? You can use the email system only if you want, but I promise you, the robo-dial only, you're only talking to the people that say, hey, I'm interested and I want to talk to you.
So that actually, I want to say something here, Brian, about something that we recently did. Okay, so this is actually really exciting because this actually takes your list and makes it better, so you're going to give them better results. We're completely focused on what we do. We're aware of what is being passed by any FTC regulations. We know what it takes in order to stay in compliance with TCPA. TCPA is your Telephone Consumer Protection Act. This is the act that they passed to be able to track or keep you from doing things that are annoying, basically, right? We keep you into or put you into a ability to stay completely above board and follow the law. So much so that we are going to do two things for you. The first one is any of the lists that we give you, you have the ability to ask us to clean that list, to scrub that list, and we're going to take away all the do not calls, even though in business to business there's no requirement for you to clean against do not calls. We want to give you the ability to clean against do not calls, so that way if somebody doesn't like getting these kind of calls, they won't. All right? That's the first thing. Number two, we're going to take out actually identify all of the wireless phones, okay? And this is another recent law that has been kind of clarified with TCPA, where you cannot be hitting people on those wireless phones. So we're going to give you the ability to identify those as well. So if you don't want to call those, or you want to take them out of your system, you won't be calling them. Now, this is actually an advantage. Two reasons. Number one, because it's going to give you a list that is hyper-focused, it's really targeted, and the people that you're going to be marketing to are not, they want to hear from you because they've never unsubscribed from that type of marketing. But the other thing is we're going to give you that list and say, hey, these people are mobile phones. So now you can target specific campaigns that will allow you to hit them right on their cell phone. Now, we all know if you call somebody on their cell phone, they're going to answer. And knowing that right there is just huge. That'll save you hours and hours of time. We're actually including that in the system, so you don't have to go out and do this all separately. So if you're doing marketing to businesses, you need to stay on top of everything, and we're doing that for you by putting this into the system.
So a couple questions. Somebody asked about the replay. I think we'll have it ready. I'll talk to Joe, but I think tomorrow. I imagine early. Let's see. Lots of people asking. I could call all your names out, you guys. Ian in the UK and others. Ian,
tons of people still here, Brian.
Yep, I see it. Guys,
welcome.
Yep, welcome to Ian. Yeah, and there's a bunch of you. Yes, the prices are monthly. Susie asked, Susie K. This is real. This is our whole business, our whole team. This isn't an info product. This is a suite of software and a staff of between 15 and 20 people, depending on if you count all of our virtual list builders as one or multiple people. So we have a whole. Some of you know Sid from other webinars and training, but I will tell you that he's the single best face-to-face or belly-to-belly closer I've ever met. Mark is like Sid. Mark on the phone is like Sid. It's unbelievable how he closes business each and every time. We've got a whole team like that, and we're excited to share it with you. If you're interested in the white label, you saw Melissa.
Brian says all your menus are included.
Yeah. Hey, I want to answer a question about the price point so I can give everybody an opportunity to paint this picture in their mind about what kind of potential you have.
It's not
okay?
Memorex, by the way.
Yeah, it's not Memorex. This is live. So for a white label, okay, this is what you're looking at. The same exact pricing structure that we have given you is the same exact pricing structure that you can go out and offer this to your own customers. So we're talking $700, $997 a month, right? $700, $1,000 per month that you can go out and sell this to. We've already given you a big snippet of exactly how you can go out there and market this to your customers just by how we've presented this to you. So literally copy our exact model and take it and market it to your own customers. So your customers are paying $700 to $1,000 a month to you. You bring on 2, 3, 4 customers. You've already built yourself a 6-7 figure business. So it's really powerful.
All right, Ray D on the side of the road, watching on your iPad. I got you covered, man. Don't sweat it. I know all about those kind of pressures and pain. So go ahead.
Always cool to see Richard Jones stepping it up, getting involved.
Ray, go ahead and reach out if you have any problems and let me know. I'll give you my email. Yeah, Richard Jones is an action taker. He always has been, Sid, in Oklahoma City. Richard basically served a warning to everybody. I should read it. Richard said, go ahead and pencil me down first for that bonus, Joe and Mark. And he's looking for 2 months free. And this guy will close.
It gets me excited seeing him excited.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, I just wrote you back, Ray. Yeah, Ian, same thing. Let's see. Chris, yep, we got you. Khalid. Oh, hey, Sue. I was just saying hi to you. Sue Brown is Brian. All right. Richard, no, I hear you. Let's try to answer your questions, or Joel, shoot me. Let's see. Rob Carr said, how can I get through the equivalent of the 3-day training so I can get 3 clients the first week, like your Atlanta training? Rob, we'll fast start you. You're going to have access probably in a matter of minutes. You could just start going through the training. It's pretty simple, step-by-step, paint by numbers. I know, Sue, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys, there are lots of opportunities, lots of ways for you to spend your money, lots of programs, courses, systems, blueprints, niches, products, anything you can think of, right? We all have lots of choices. One thing that you have to solve is that funnel that we showed in slide 15 or 16 at the beginning. You have to have prospects in the funnel. I don't care if you're an online marketer. I don't care if you're a local marketer. It doesn't matter. No matter what you're selling, if you decide to be a reseller with us or you want to sell lead gen, you have to have clients at the top end of the funnel, because as the funnel gets smaller, the number of prospects you have drop. And if you don't have enough prospects at the top, you will fail. It's that easy. This will solve that top of the funnel challenge that we all have. I've never been so certain of anything in my life. We did this call out of 30-something people in a day and a half of calling. 15 of them closed 1 or more clients. That's 15. That's like 50%, right? Closed 1 or more clients. Some of them that were working hard. Sid, you remember the guy with the mother that came, Rob from Canada? No, Detroit. Dude, she closed 10 deals. Mark, you remember?
Yeah, you counted through.
Sorry, I was typing answers to.
It's all good.
You can see them run up there. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, guys. If you missed the beginning, we'll have a replay. Yeah, Brian, we totally have insurance. You and I have talked about insurance before, but it's just insurance lead gen is a great niche. Brian's an agent in Pennsylvania, and I will tell you that insurance is a phenomenal niche. Now, most of you that are doing local marketing are not marketing to insurance. Well, with our system, you can crush it in insurance for sure. Let's see. Nayland, you said you haven't got your login. You're covered. I will go ahead and trigger everybody's when we're off the call and make sure you get access again. But it comes. There's a short delay coming out of Infusionsoft, but you're not going anywhere. I promise, you're fine. let's see. Okay, so Mark, if you want to talk about the bonus, Mark, what's the scoop on the bonus that you and Joe offered? I want you guys to, there's a bunch of questions around the bonus, and I don't want to misspeak on it.
So, I mean, basically what I'm offering is the first 5 people. Well, Joe, you go first because I basically gave the same caveat as he did. So, Joe?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, awesome. So the first bonus, right, on my end was the first 5 of you, no matter what plan you sign up on, to get a client and just submit the proof to our help desk, right? We're going to pay for your first month, okay? So that's the first deal, right? We want to cover the whole first month for you. So then the second bonus is the first white label reseller to get a client. Okay, so again, the same caveat, you just got to submit the proof to our support desk. The first one too, we're going to give you $1,000 cash. Okay, we'll send you a check or PayPal, whatever you want. Okay, and then we're also going to cover your ticket to our mastermind event, the passive mastermind event here in West Palm Beach, and that runs $1,000 for the ticket. So it's essentially $2K.
So basically what we're offering is to cover the second month, and this is from Brian, Sid, and I, to cover your second month for the first 5 people to sell a deal and submit the proof. So do you want to take that proof, Joe, or, I mean, how do you want to handle that? You're going to send
if you guys can just send the proof over to us in our support desk, then we'll let you guys know who the first 5 people were. And we can handle it from there.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, so an interesting question on the white label reseller side. Mark, talk about billing. Josh was asking a question about billing, and there's another similar question. Do I have to charge a fixed price for the marketing automation system when I sell the whole CRM automation package? Do we price fix in any way, Mark?
Yeah, so as far as the base price, you cannot go below $1,000 for the system, and that's just to make sure everyone is fairly pricing their system. I don't want to have people coming in and trying to undercut each other. The second thing is, as far as the way that billing is done, it's all done automatically. Everything in the system is done automatically. So you can go and sign up for a Stripe account, which is really, that's the best way to go, or a PayPal account, and plug it into the system, and all of your sign-ups as well as your recurring billing, it's all handled right there from your Stripe account or your PayPal, and it goes right into your bank account. And then as far as our piece of the pie, you actually, the way we do the system, so I know some people are probably curious, well, how, after I sell a customer, what do I have to do? We do everything. We set the customer up, we onboard the customer, we train them, all of that. So when you bring on a customer, you're going to fill out a form, and when you fill out that form, you pay a $250 fee, which is for the for your customer, and that's the percentage that we get. That fee is what we use to cover all your support and the setup of your client and all that stuff, but we take care of everything from there on. So you fill out the form with your customer information, we pick up the phone, we get them all set up, we do all of that. It's all completely white glove on your side, on our side.
All right, let me make sure I'm reading. How long will it take? How long will it take to get people set up? I think I can genericize a bunch of questions around that, Mark.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that, and I'm glad you brought that up because there's some things I want you to expect. Now, we do, if you're a white label, you're going to get a personal call from the account management department where they're going to actually help you get set up, because there are some things that we have to do with regard to setting up your custom domain, all that stuff. So all of your branding, your logos, all that stuff is all done in the system. So we have one of our marketing or our account management people, which is usually, it's going to be either Andy or Jessa, that's going to call you and help you get set up into the system. Okay, so that call is usually going to take place, roughly within about 24 to 48 hours from the time of your sign up. So you're going to have a lot of things to do in the meantime. You're going to need to, go through some of the training videos and that sort of thing. So, we get through them as quickly as possible. That's part of the reason why we, limit that to 50, because we want to make sure that we can get to you as quickly as possible. And when you get that call from your marketing, your account manager, they're going to give you a lot of extra details and, spend some time maybe answering some of the questions that you might have, as well as give you their personal contact information. So if you need additional help, they'll be available, via phone or email, just for the white label customer. So it's a white glove approach. Everyone else, you're going to have an instant sign up email that's going to be sent to you with your login credentials, but within about 24 hours or so, we will have you set up. And again, right now, so if you just signed up and you got those emails, you probably aren't able to log in yet because it's after hours and our team doesn't get back until in the morning, about 7 a.m. Pacific. So as soon as they get in, they'll start setting up those accounts, but the credentials that you received will be correct once your account's set up. In the meantime, make sure you go in and start watching the training, getting yourself ready, so that way you know exactly what to do once your account's set up and you can hit the ground running. But we do our best to get everything done as quickly as possible. We have a couple of people available for you on 2 different sides for you to contact. Brian, we have Vanessa over at getsupport.biz. It's going to help you with any login problems or anything like that you might have, any of those types of issues. And then as far as the hot prospector side of things and your systems, we actually have a different support for you there, which you can actually get inside of your system. So once you get your login details for your system, there's a support ticket system in there. So anything that's related to software or any of that sort of thing, you'll always just want to come right to us. Sit in a box.
Let me see what you got. I'm in UK GMT time. Ian, are you asking about support for you? We'll make sure we take care of you. Yeah, you're totally fine. Sit in a box, yeah, Brian. Let's see. Did you talk? Yeah, we talked about the bonus. We talked about replay. What else, guys? At the end of the day, we built this system. Somebody was asking about kind of the overall purpose. It's all about client getting, client acquisition, fill in the funnel, if you will. And we then realized that some of our students and customers were burned out on products they've been selling over the past few years, and they hadn't achieved the success that they wanted to achieve. The fulfillment had eluded them on some level, no matter what, right? We'll say it as it is. And so we realized that our whole marketing automation system could be done with both a reseller and a white label option. So we give you 2 choices, the basic and pro, where you can sell whatever you want, and it'll just tee up interested people all day. And then we give you the reseller and the white label, where you kind of leverage our team, everything, our credentials, everything, examples, customers, wins, collateral, everything you can think of, and you can be successful. You can pick any niche you want at all 4 levels. And you can also have our team. You could say, hey, I want a list of golf courses. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you can pick any niche you want. Our team will build it. They'll use our software. They'll buy stuff. They'll do whatever it takes to put your list together for you. And then you can use the system to market. And then you can either take calls or use the email-based system, and you will stay busy each and every day. I can't tell you how busy. I mean, it's crazy how busy. We showed you some of the testimonials, and I know that like me, most of you are like, yeah, whatever. But I promise you, once you start, you'll be a believer in a big, big way. All right. How long is the turnaround? Hey, Sue, it takes usually, depending on how crazy your niche is, it can take as little as 24 hours and as much as 3 or 4 days if you have a really funky list, like crazy kind of off the wall niche that we have to work hard on. But we've built tons and tons of lists in virtually every category that you can think of. Now the beauty of the system is you could be located in, a few people were asking this, you can be in Thailand, You can be in South America. You can call the U.S. You can call the U.K. You can market anywhere you want. We take away the geography, the typical restrictions. You could be in small town Midwest America, and you could call down in Joe's neck of the woods, where Joe and Ben are in South Florida. You can call all over the country. This will level the playing field from a population standpoint. And you can work east to west if you're in the U.S. as the day goes on. You can do it. We do it each and every day, and it works like a charm. Yes, Brian, it's B2B in the U.S. Now, the U.S. has laws around this kind of technology, and you're not allowed to call consumers unless they opt in, and we just decided we didn't want to call consumers at all, end user customers, right? So, all right, Joe, do you see Sue Brown? I'll grab it and send it to you to make sure you see it. Yeah, Ian, have a good night. We got you covered. Don't worry about it. Ian in UK, Mark, remind Andy and the team in the morning. We need to reach him early. Did I get cut off? Total quiet.
No, we're here.
Okay.
We're here. I'm just helping out with the chat.
Okay, yeah, you guys. Sorry, I was like, the loneliest place in the world. Let me tell you. Okay, well, listen, everybody, I think we've answered all the questions. I will tell you that, without a doubt, this is the most powerful client acquisition system. The options with the white label, with the reseller, are like nothing you've ever seen. It allows you to become a software company. If you truly want to be a software company and you want to sell software into niches of your choice, you've got a chance to do it right here, right now, and you can leverage our team. You want to sell local marketing? I do it. Sid does it. We do it each and every day. We're selling in the automotive niche for what that matters to used car dealers. System is phenomenal for that. All right, Mark, Sid, anything else we've missed? And Joe, do you see any questions we need to talk about?
I'm just going to put you on the spot and ask you to share your case study of the insurance.
Yeah, we can do that. Mark, do you want to pull up the live in the system right now and show the insurance?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me see if I can. You guys, can you do a song and a dance while I'm looking?
Yeah. Joe's going to sing.
Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah, I think Joe should sing. Ray, we should have the replay.
Don't stop believing.
Look at that. The man of many talents. Hold on to that feeling. That's what he says. I like it.
He didn't sing no Journey. Helton comes from the poison. Those days, man.
Yeah.
Why does Sid sound like he's talking from the other side of the room?
Yeah, Sid put us on speaker. I guarantee it. He's got his guitar. If I know Sid, he's got his guitar.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I still can't hear him.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're distant, man. I think I don't know what it is. A headset or something is distant.
I'm almost there. So.
Oh, that's right. I had it up because I was putting some elbow grease into cleaning this. I got a Gretsch Rancho acoustic, and the pick guard started kind of, I don't know, something happened, so I had to put it on there. I had to get this glue off of it. I was sitting here scraping on it while you guys were talking. That's all.
Oh, all good, man. Yeah, so you guys, at the end of the day, we're going to show you what we've kind of been doing in insurance. It's been a long campaign. Let's see.
Yeah, bear with me. I'm almost.
Yeah, there. Ray said you didn't hear me. Yeah, get on the road, Ray. We got you covered, man. We're low drama.
Hey, Brian, can you talk about the difference between the basic and pro with the Hot Prospector software?
Yeah, so fundamentally the difference between the basic and the pro is the basic is really going to give you the ability to go outbound only. The Hot Prospector gives you, think of it as a CRM type software to help you manage all the leads and contacts. If you can all afford it, if you can at all afford it, and you're selling, say, lead gen, pro's where you want to be. I'll just be honest with you guys. Basic allow you to dip your feet in, prove to yourself how amazing everything is, and then you're going to be like, I got 46 people I have to call back. And with the CRM, you'll have all kind of system and tools inside Hot Prospector to kind of help you do that. So if you can, we will let you upgrade,
All right,
Joe. People asking, we will allow you to upgrade or downgrade. We're really easy going, you guys. All right, insurance. Joe, hit us up. Let's talk about our insurance campaign.
I first of all, I have to say that we have a few really hot campaigns, so I'm glad he only wants to see the insurance campaign. So here's our insurance campaign. We run pretty hard. We've called 88,000 people over the course of a while, right? I don't even know, a few months. We generated 310 live leads. We've left about 24,000 messages, and we spent about $700 to do it. And besides those 310 live calls,
that doesn't sound like that many, does it? Watch this.
No, it doesn't. Anyone care to guess how many leads did we get? How many inbound calls? 17,294 calls into our system from the insurance campaign that we blasted. And, you know, these kind of calls is what feeds our office here in Las Vegas. We have, right now we have 9 salespeople on the phone. So we keep them busy with call campaigns like that. That's the insurance campaign. I mean, I could go down the list. I mean, we call web designers. Matter of fact, I've actually called a lot of web designers that I even know. It's so funny. Like, I've talked to Gene Colinda. We hit so many people with these campaigns that we drive a ton of good quality prospects into the system, and they turn into customers. This one here, we dialed 52,000 people. The system's taken a little bit of time to update here. I don't know why. It must be server update, or it could be our internet or something. We spent about 300.
Don't believe Mark when he says he's from Vegas. He yells Yahtzee at the craps table. Okay.
Yahtzee. He's lying. He's right, because I don't even know how to play craps.
That's true. You vouch for Mark. He does not know how to play.
I do not know how to play craps. Anyways, this campaign, we spent $386, 52,000 calls, and just like the insurance campaign, we get a ton of calls coming in on that. I'll show you. Let's see here. That campaign. Here we go. Business consultants. It's kind of a generic campaign. This one we've received 1,885 calls. So we're just constantly dialing in campaigns and getting quality prospects and all the stuff that we do. So this is like real live stuff that we do. We share right back to you. So you can come out. You can even come out to Vegas, but you can copy exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, Sandy's coming to Vegas to teach you how to play craps. I love it.
I must have been clicking on the wrong button. That's what it is. We purchase leads from InfoUSA too, by the way, and I'm just going to tell you, the InfoUSA leads actually did worse than the leads that we go and get you. We found that out personally. So save your money on
InfoUSAs are nightmares.
I spent $3,000 on this list.
That's like all the crumbs that have been swept under the rug. They put it in a box and sell it as InfoUSA leads.
Yeah, $3,000 on this list, and I'm not trying to trash on InfoUSA, but if you're going to sell a list and tell me that all of the leads are going to be high quality leads, they better be, because I've got tons of people on this list tell me they're not in business and that sort of thing, more so than I think than the ones that I actually normally grab that I don't pay for. So we're doing it all here. Joe, did we lose you? I think I let the cat out of the bag, and I think Joe fell over in his chair. And
sorry, I was just answering some responses here in the questions box. So awesome stats. I don't know about you guys, but how many of you guys have seen somebody get that many inbound calls from an outbound marketing campaign? I mean, come on, nobody. Okay, that's why they deserve your attention.
Yeah, guys, this it blew, same thing, Joe. It blew Sid and I away. We actually flew out mainly to go gambling and a little bit to call Mark's bluff on the whole software system a year and a half ago. And we did. We had some fun in Vegas, but we got sucked into his office and we're starting to see the numbers in the system, and we're actually doing it ourselves. Consider, we were kind of working with, let's call it the pro package, as you see here. It will it will blow you away. I don't care what you do. And if you combine it with what Joe and Ben put together on the LBT side, right? You combine it with something like that, you've got very simple fulfillment handled through the power of automation, and now you've got your sales funnel on the front end handled, and you've taken the tedious out of either side of the equation. So it's very powerful, and that's what made us interested, obviously, to want to, besides Joe and Ben being friends, it's a very, very strong fit, complementary fit to what those guys do. And we do lead gen as well. We use our system to generate clients and to generate leads. And then obviously I am heavily focused on the lead gen and the automotive side. Mark is focused on the reseller side, resell and the marketing automation. And the business is good. Every time I turn around, he's hiring another person in his office and staffing up. So just like he talked about with the stats, the $5+ billion industry, everybody suffers from overwhelm and trying to get more value out of their marketing dollars. This is actually a really easy sale with our presentations and PowerPoints and scripts. You'll be surprised how easy it is. For those of you that beating your head against the SEO wall and other things that people don't want to buy, you'll love the difference when you start talking about this, because they're really interested in almost every niche. I like it, Michael. Good feedback, Michael Nicholas. That's on Helton now. Let's see, Sue Brown.
Dude,
Sue, I'll give Joe the message. Sue, I'll give Joe the message when the call ends. I just haven't been able to juggle it, but I'll pass that over to him. Oh, okay, good. Actually, Sue, Joe just gave you a number, so you should be good. Let's see. Active outbound interruption marketing. Only Brian Rasmuth could think that one up. I like it. All right.
Hey guys, I gotta let Kramer out, man. He's about to go nuts on this back door. But I appreciate everybody's time. I'm gonna jump off, man.
Okay, Sid. All right. Take care, buddy.
Thanks.
So guys, I think so Richard Jones is asking about the bonuses. He's on the enterprise level, on the white level. He said, Joe, what do I have to sell to qualify for the first bonus? So I think, Richard, it's $1,000 a month minimum. So you'd have to sell $1,000 a month deal. You could sell more, obviously. Yeah, and this is all around landing, selling. If you're a white label reseller, we're talking about selling the system. Now, if you're not interested in being a reseller, that's totally cool, and you could sell whatever you're doing already today if it's working for you. And I suggest you do the pro level, but it's totally up to you. Yeah, Richard, I'll have to defer to Joe on that. Joe, if you want to clarify, a lot of people, man, they're all over your bonus offer.
Yeah, so all that you need to do for the free month is just go sell anything. Okay, you need to sell it though. You can't give it away, right? So get one paying client, and you'll qualify for that first 5, and we'll pay for your month.
Okay, I like it. And
so, I mean, that doesn't mean, Richard, that you can't lead with local business theme and give it away for free, right? Then just do that, and at the same time, upsell them to, your next product. Okay, you can still lead with a free website.
No, Rob. The deals that were sold at our live event, our 2 live events we did, were in the lead gen space, Rob Carr, and they were $1,000 a month lead gen deals. We didn't actually offer the reseller white label option at that time. Let's see. Okay. I like it.
Man, I think we nailed it. I think we got it all.
I know, yeah. I think we hit them all, man. It took all of us, but I think we've answered the questions, you guys. There's over 1,000 questions. So if we were slow or didn't answer yours, please tell me right now and we can answer it. We don't want anybody to leave feeling left out. We do our best, but I tell you, when these things start scrolling by, you don't even notice them. If you turn your head for a minute, you don't see them. Yeah, Rob Carr, lead gen. Rob writes, lead gen meaning we give them leads or sell them the software for them to generate leads. When we sold lead gen, we were selling and landing contractors and locking them in on a minimum $1,000 a month spend for leads that we generated for them. Now, depending on what level you're at right now, you could sell marketing automation as your product with zero fulfillment and use our team. You can sell lead gen. You could sell whatever you're doing already. It could be mobile, reputation. It doesn't matter. So let's see. Sue Brown, we can take care of you. Go ahead and let me give you the support desk, and Vanessa will jump on it in the morning. I do let her leave. She is she's not there right now. I just answered it for you so you have it. And Sue wants to upgrade already, and that's cool. Chris is asking, Mark, can you help me on this? It says, how does the enterprise marketing program bonus work, and can I pay that separate?
Let's see here. So the system itself, what it is we have a complete marketing program where we actually go and do the email marketing.